So I spent the better part of my career, 31 years in public accounting, most of it on the audit side, all of it in insurance. And I would say the last 7 or 8 years of my time with EY as a partner, I split my time between the audit side of insurance and then also the advisory side. I didn't really run actual IT projects or advisory projects, but I oversaw the relationship management. So from that perspective, I did get to meet Karan and worked with him for, a number of different projects, including Aflac. And he was just great. I really enjoyed working with him. Just a really intelligent, creative individual. I got an opportunity to early retire from EY, and I took that. I had an opportunity with Olay Management Group. It was a startup company, brand new, had not really sold anything. Insurance company, life insurance company, servicing Latin America. They asked me to join as their CFO. So I've spent the past 4 years helping them build that business. Well, we come from completely opposite backgrounds. I'm on the accounting side. He's on the technology advisory side. Our personalities clicked, and I really enjoyed just getting to know him as a person and spending time with him. It was a combination of, I was helping run the relationships with our clients and introducing the advisory side to our clients. And really, Karan could just, run it himself. He was very, like I said, very intelligent, very impressive in meetings. And, he sold himself, if you will. He and I talked a lot as he was transitioning out of EY and into Spree. And that's where he and Butch got together and started a new, a startup company. But I kept up with Karan, talked to him as he rejoined EY, I guess a couple years ago. We spoke every probably 3 or 4 months. And he confidentially told me that he was, he wanted me to meet Santosh. He said it would be really good for just two of us to get together. So Santosh and I scheduled a couple of calls and just had a really interesting, developed an interesting relationship. Very, very interesting guy, different than Karan, but very thoughtful. Just really, I liked him a lot. Well, Santosh said one time, he said he's much more comfortable, working the technology, working in the background, and he really needed someone in the forefront, such as Karan, that really understood how to present the ideas to potential customers in the market and really have a front-facing leader of the company. Yeah, I think it's personal relationship where we really hit it off at our initial time at EY, and we had some very good one-on-one discussions about work and then outside of work as well. So he's one of these kind of guys that will be a lifelong friend. So we've had a lot of discussions around trying to look at an application for, from an audit perspective, from an AI audit perspective. And a lot of what we do, I think, has audit implications, certainly. And, we talked about, is there an opportunity for, an internal audit department or an external audit to use their agents or to develop agents that can benefit the audit. So we've gone through a number of, initial discussions. We've had initial discussions with third parties, potential clients about this. I think the overwhelming reaction is very positive. It's a matter of putting it together, and we're still in the process of working through some test cases around that. But what's interesting is that, again, their agents, whether it be in underwriting, claims, in different areas, those will all or should all leave an audit trail. So combining what the agents do from a process perspective, and then also taking that a step further and building an audit trail for either internal or external auditors, I think is going to be very key as well. One of the things that we talked about early on is around the underwriting and underwriting application for Stitch. We were talking through just how the application would look, or how the agent would look. And I went a step further and I said, well, Santosh, this could actually make underwriting decisions. And he said, I'm not sure we want to do that. We want to be able to provide enough information and help the decision makers make intelligent, well-informed decisions, but we don't want to go ahead and make those decisions for them. And I thought that was really interesting, because you're right, it's not overstepping the bounds of AI, but doing it in a very thoughtful, measured manner. The industry as a whole has always been a technology lagger, if you will. And, with the big companies with the legacy systems, complex regulatory and accounting environments, they tend to just lag behind. And Stitch is such a forward-thinking company. Being able to provide value that streamlines processes, gives the decision makers really good, valuable information. I think they've got a tremendous opportunity ahead of them. And I think they'll be certainly a market leader. A lot of AI companies, they're not really AI. They're more just workflow improvement, very transactional. But I think that what Stitch is doing will really transform the insurance industry.